Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers, the podcast where we do a deep dive into some of our favorite mysteries. Each week we will introduce our topic, lay out our research and findings, reveal some conspiracy theories, and conclude with our own hypothesis. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And I've got something in my throat too. But full disclosure, both Allie and I were eating sweet treats.
We're both getting our periods
started.
tomorrow, so we just started eating cookies while we're podcasting.
And I'm producer Maria.
And also it's funny because I had to retake this intro because I started choking on my cookie and then Maria just powered through. Good for you. Wow. Look at all these beautiful patron names. Melissa, who are our patrons?
We've got Eric, Matt, Blaine, Alexis, Brogan, Daniel, Clark, Gina, Rachel, Michael, Shannon, and Charles.
Guys, welcome to the team. Melissa, what is our episode for today? You told us a little bit this morning, and I am like beyond intrigued.
Well, it involves food, as you both are eating now. Very relevant. This Australian guru named Jasmuheen, who became popular in the 90s for her belief system that you don't need food to survive, only energy. She claimed that she hasn't eaten actual food or drank water in years.
I mean, that can't be correct.
It's not. So the scientific community dismissed her beliefs as deadly pseudoscience, but she has made a fortune from lectures and books about the wonders of living on light. And also, a few of her followers have died from trying to live off of energy
Does
alone.
she know that like humans don't go through photosynthesis? Like, is she?
I don't know that she doesn't. I don't know if she doesn't know. So who is this dumb bitch Jasmuheen, and why are people listening to her? Let's get into it.
Wow, I cannot wait.
Okay, so Jasmuheen, her real name is Ellen Grieve.
As soon as you said her name was Jasmuheen, I was like, this is some white bitch, isn't it? Like this is
Oh, she is white as hell. She was born in 1957. There's not a ton about her childhood online. Like her Wikipedia page is not really, it's kind of a mystery, but she went to college for art. She dropped out, became a waitress. Then she got pregnant and married her boyfriend at the time. Then they had another kid and then they got divorced. And she was like really into meditation, but she also really liked money. So she got a job working as a mortgage broker to support herself and her two kids. And she was making like bank, like pretty good money and living this like lavish lifestyle. Like she had nannies and like nice cars.
Oh my God.
But then she lost her job in 1992. So she combined her experience in business and finance with her interest in meditation. And she claimed that she received a spiritual message that told her to stop eating.
Oh my God.
And this is when she got really into pranic nourishment or breatharianism, which is the practice of living without food or fluid for any sort or any sort. And it's regarded by the scientific community as a lethal pseudoscience.
Yeah.
Does she look like she eats? Like, does she look like she has like weight on her, or does she look malnourished?
She's very skinny. Well, she doesn't look malnourished.
Okay.
But she's
So
very
she eats. So she eats. I want a camera on this bitch now. And
Yes.
I want that camera on her. Okay.
You will just wait until
Yeah,
you
this bitch
see what
eats.
happens.
I'm sorry, she's skinny for sure, but she's vegan.
eats,
This
dude.
bitch, this is a
Bitch
vegan.
eats.
I'm looking at a vegan woman.
She's at least a vegan.
This is me. By the way, look at her picture. This is me in a 30
She's like
years.
blonde and like So she began
at a
selling.
That actually looks just like my mom. That looks like
She does have
to
your
my
mom vibes.
Yeah.
So she began selling access to workshops and seminars on breatharianism. And then that's when she officially changed her name from Ellen to Jasmuheen. And she makes appearances at like New Age conferences around the world. She hosts all these spiritual retreats in Thailand. She has books and recordings and all that stuff you do when you're a guru.
Oh my God.
And she still says that she's eaten nothing for 25 years except the occasional chocolate biscuit. Like, and she says she's nourished by pranic energy in the atmosphere.
Why is the thing she splurges for a chocolate biscuit?
I don't know.
That's the most insane thing you've said. Like, out of everything,
really
it's like, but I do once in a while indulge in a chocolate biscuit. What?
Like that's
Idiot.
not like it's all. Then you do eat. You know, even if
Yeah,
occasionally you eat something, you do eat. You liar. So breatharianism.
I'm like boggled. This is so crazy. This is just like you have an eating disorder. Like it's not a religion.
Yes.
You have an eating disorder.
So breatharianism, which is a term for extreme fasting, it's not like this new thing. Like Tibetan monks have practiced it for many years, but they only do it for like short periods of time.
Yeah, it's not
like
a
few
lifelong
days.
practice.
Fasting. Yeah. And prana, which means life force in Sanskrit, is all around us. It's in the air. It's the sunlight. And if you just breathe in this prana, you can convert it to nourishment. This is what breatharianism means. But breatharianism isn't like you go your whole life without eating. It's like for a few days, you know?
So is she saying that like this is like a religious practice for her, or is this just like she believe, or it's like strictly nourishment?
I don't think it's like religious to her. It's just like meditation. Like it's a practice for like life enrichment.
Because I mean, like you said, fasting is part of almost every religion. Like whether it's said like the monks or like fasting on Yom Kippur or like Ramadan, like it's something that's like cross-cultural. But again, it's not like a diet recommendation, a lifelong diet recommendation. Like this bitch is crazy.
There was this other breatharian guru named Wiley Brooks.
Oh boy.
And when I was looking up other breatharianisms, there's this headline for this article said, "Cult that shuns food shaken by reports leader is eating."
Yeah, no shit.
And so he founded Wiley Brooks, this Breatharian Institute in Marin County in Northern California, like the 80s, 83. And he claimed to not have eaten for 19 years. But then he was discredited in 1983 when he was spotted at a fast food restaurant eating a chicken pot pie.
Oh, no.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Wiley. Classic Wiley.
Classic Wiley Brooks. And then another person saw him leaving a 7-Eleven with a bag of groceries and he was eating Twinkies.
He's on the Alex Siegel diet. He's Siegeltarianism.
Yeah, you love 7-Eleven snacks.
Yeah, pot pies and
doesn't?
Twinkies.
That's all I do. Ooh, a chicken pot pie sounds really good.
I love Marie Callender's chicken pot pies. Ooh, Costco has a great pot pie too.
Trader Joe's used to have the best chicken pot pie. It was in a red box. It was in like where they kept the salads. They have it now, but they changed it. It's not the same. It used to be so good. Oh my God.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was a real believe me, it was a real bummer when I bought it and realized they changed.
You just sounded like Bubba Gump.
Ooh, shrimp sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Shrimp in a chicken pot pie with shrimp.
Oh,
Shrimp pot pie.
Shrimp pot pie.
Shrimp pot pie.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Where was I? So Jasmuheen founded her branch of the movement in 1993, and she was telling all her skeptics, "I have found another form of nourishment. It's called pranic light, which is the light of God found all over the universe."
Okay.
So she's like, I'm eating light.
Literally. No pun intended.
So she created this 21-day program for people looking to get into breatharianism. So the first week, it was no food at all. And then the second and third weeks were a little bit of fruit juice and then a bunch of meditation and visualization thrown in. And then, of course, she said you had to buy her books and attend a few of her conferences, which she was selling tickets to for around $1,000.
I'm having like a weird memory of like, I feel like there's a documentary of this, of breatharianism.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, I think I've seen at like a retreat or something where it's like some long-term fasting retreat and like, oh, it might have been in the ayahuasca documentary where they also like someone went on one of these fasting retreats and like someone had to like go to the hospital or they were just like severely unwell or so. Oh, they would fast and do the ayahuasca. They would fast but do ayahuasca.
Oh.
And someone like died.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But they're saying they drank fruit juice?
Yeah. A little. This is to get into living a life of breatharianism, like this 21-day, you don't eat, then you have a little bit of fruit juice.
Okay. Oh, what a horrible way to live.
Oh, I know.
Horrible.
Have you ever done the cleanse, what's it called?
Master cleanse?
Master cleanse, yeah.
No,
I've tried, but like, no, I can't get through.
I did that. And it sucked.
My body can't do it. Like it's like, it doesn't feel good. Like I get dizzy. Like sorry, I'm not going to.
Terrible. The thing I got out of it, I think, was that I just realized how much stuff I was eating that I didn't need to be eating.
Yeah. Boredom eating.
Like snacks and chips. And like I was working at a restaurant at the time and I would just like eat French fries. Just like when I'd walk by the kitchen, like just grab some French fries.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I get that. I'm
just off. Like, you'd walk by someone's table and just grab it.
No, in the kitchen. No. Just a few off the table. Okay, so Jasmuheen, she claimed that the reason so many children were starving to death was because they were not converting their prana energy to nourishment. She said world hunger would be solved if only people listened to her. She's saying like, oh, you idiots, all these like hungry people in the world, just convert your prana to your nourishment and that'll solve world hunger.
That's so stupid.
It really is. Like if that was a real thing, it'd be the greatest achievement in the history of human evolution. Like she should be working for the United Nations.
If solving world hunger was literally like, keep not eating and just put the energy elsewhere.
Yeah. Like if that was real, she would be like a hero.
Yeah, she'd be the Nobel Peace Prize. She'd be president.
And she's not.
No.
So.
And she's not.
She's not. Okay, so Maria's gonna like this.
Oh, I can't wait it. Let's track this bitch. Let's get this bitch tracked.
Drag her.
In 2011, she took up a challenge by 60 Minutes, Australia, to be monitored during a 7-day fast.
7 days, so what?
Yeah.
7 days, so what? This is like, I thought they were going to do like a David Blaine thing and it was going to be like 2 years.
Wait, did David Blaine not eat for...
I'm sure.
I don't know. He was in that cube.
Everything.
Yeah, wasn't he in that glass cube suspended from the sky in New York, just shitting and pissing in a box? Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, well, let's hear what happened.
So, Jasmuheen was kept in a hotel room. She was monitored day and night by a security guard to make sure that she didn't eat or drink, and a doctor regularly checked on her. And over the week, she became severely dehydrated, lost weight, her speech slowed, her pupils dilated, and she was like weak and gaunt. There's a whole video of this where like she
that's amazing. I'd love to watch that video.
Like, her eyes are like sunken in. Which is like, you know, what happens to someone when they don't eat.
And was she the whole time like pretending like nothing was weird, being like,
yes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Everyone was like, you look different.
Yeah.
She was just like, no, I feel great.
I'm too fried. After 4 days, the experiment was ended on the advice of the doctor, and all this was played on 60 Minutes. Jasmuheen claimed on 60 Minutes that city pollution from the road outside the hotel limited the nutrients that she was able to get from the fresh air.
Okay, but here's the thing. There's pollution everywhere. She doesn't live in a void, so that's always going to be a component.
But then 2 days into this experiment, the producers actually moved her to this like mountain retreat. They're like, okay, we'll go in the middle of the woods.
Touche, bitch.
But then, touche, bitch. But then 48 hours later, the doctor warned her that her kidneys were going to be extremely damaged if she continued, and her pulse was twice of what it was when she started. And she lost 13 pounds. I have a clip of...
Jesus.
I got a clip.
Oh my God.
She never chocolate biscuits.
Exactly.
By day 4, her condition had deteriorated dramatically. Her pulse rate was up, blood pressure down, and she had lost 6 kilos. It's Friday night. You started on Monday night. How much water have you had?
None.
None whatsoever?
No, I'm not allowed.
How much food?
None, I'm not allowed.
How are you feeling?
I feel really good now I'm here.
You want a lay opinion?
A lay opinion?
A lay opinion.
Yeah, well, I'd look like I'd lost a lot of weight, and the doctor confirms that.
You're not looking real well.
No, I feel good.
You're now quite dehydrated, probably over 10%, getting up to 11%.
I think last night was 5%. My mouth's still moist, and my skin's not bad, so...
But the question
And
is...
her eyes are a little sunken. Her pulse is about double what it was when she started.
Is she entering a dangerous period?
Very much so.
This is 4 24-hour days she's gone now. And what are the risks?
Well, the risks if she goes any further are kidney failure. She's burning up her fat and her muscle. That means she's hardly passing any urine.
That's true. I did 4 times today.
It's too dangerous to continue.
I go
Very
4
much
times
so,
in an
too
hour.
dangerous to continue. 60 minutes would be culpable if they encouraged her to continue.
Yeah, they don't want to see
So
a
she
woman
should
die.
stop now.
It should stop now.
Can you come to the intelligent view yet
If my
that
body
you,
tells me yes.
that you can't survive on air?
No, that's not true because I've done it for a long period of time. And the last time, look, 6,000 people have done this around the world without any problem, Richard.
But look, even to a layman like me, at the end of 4 days, I can see your body's collapsing. Will you
Because
yet
I've
come
spent
to...
2 days fighting carbon monoxide poisoning. If 60 Minutes didn't put me beside the Story Bridge, the busiest main road, where like I asked for fresh air, like 70% of my nutrients come from fresh air, I couldn't even breathe in that place.
Can you explain how she can believe this?
It's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's like watching Uri Geller on Johnny Carson.
Yes.
It's that same vibe of like, no, everything's fine. It's
I
just
don't have
surroundings.
it today.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't have it.
The worst. People are crazy.
They really are. They will con if they think they can con. Connor's going to con.
Yeah. Connors be conning.
Yeah.
So then she was asked about her food intake on 60 Minutes, and she said, she had maybe a few cups of tea and a glass of water, but now and then if I feel a bit bored and I want some flavor, I'll have a mouthful of whatever it is I'm wanting the flavor of. So it might be a chocolate biscuit or it might be a mouthful of cheesecake or something like that. So she does say she like...
Ew, stop with the mouthful of cheesecake. Jesus.
That sounds disgusting.
What a horrible way to say a
insane.
mouthful.
Also, like, so she'll eat nothing. So she'll eat nothing except for sweets. Like, she'll starve herself.
Yeah.
Like, eat a piece of chicken. Like, I'm worried for this woman.
Yeah. So then so then in 60 Minutes, they go to her house, this like large villa in the super rich area of Brisbane called Chapel Hill. And her refrigerator is totally full of food.
Shut up.
She claims it's all for her husband, Jeff.
She's
all
married?
Jeff's. This is all Jeff's. Who apparently her husband, Jeff Ferguson, is like a convicted fraudster himself. I tried to find what he had frauded, but like there's nothing on the internet. It's just said Jeff Ferguson is a fraudster, but like I don't know. I couldn't figure out how he is a fraudster, but I'm sure he is.
Oh,
but like
my God.
all of this food, this like giant refrigerator, she's like, no, it's for Jeff. It's not for me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
And then after 60 minutes, she issued a press release dismissing the findings. And she said, what appears to be delusion to some is simply a preferable reality to others. For without our dreams and visions, humanity has no hope.
Oh my God.
What? And she was awarded, there's this thing called the Bent Spoon Award.
Like from The Matrix?
It was by Australian skeptics in 2000. It's presented to the perpetrator of the most preposterous piece of paranormal or pseudoscientific piffle. Mm-hmm. And she was awarded the Bent Spoon Award.
Oh my God.
Good.
So it's got to be named from The Matrix, right? Like, it's not the spoon that bends.
Oh.
Do you guys not know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen The Matrix, but I understand that there's a lot of bending that goes on in that.
So there's a part in The Matrix where this kid is supposed to be like an oracle or a psychic, and he holds a spoon and the spoon starts to bend. And he's like, it is not the spoon that bends. Like, it's like your reality or the mind or something. So my assumption is that they call it the Bent Spoon Award because like it's these skeptics saying like these weirdos are like...
That's yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know why else they call
sure.
it Bent Spoon. I mean, that seems a little specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right. I know I'm right. So
I literally, we both agree with you. The
like,
fact
yeah,
that we
makes
didn't
sense.
jump out of our seats, we didn't put you on our shoulders and yell, go Allie, go Allie. You make it seem like we don't believe you. Hip hip hooray.
Thank you. That is what I wanted. I wanted a parade. And now I have it. Thank you.
The history of the Bent Spoon Award. In 1982.
Oh no.
Abort mission. Let's abort mission.
No, let's just move on. We don't want the episode too long. Let's go.
It goes back to the Last Supper.
Oh, shit.
It's like the word is a piece of gopher wood, supposedly from Noah's Ark, upon which is affixed a spoon rumored to have been used at the Last Supper. The spoon was allegedly bent by energies unknown to science and gold-plated by an Atlantean process.
All right. I was wrong. I was wrong.
I like the Matrix theory better.
Me too. But at least now we know where the Matrix line came from. I guess it came from
Yes.
the Last Supper.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There we go. Let's take a quick break for announcements. Web Crawlers has a Patreon to get access to rewards, bonus episodes, shout outs, merch discounts, ad-free episodes, video episodes a day early. Please go to patreon.com/webcrawlers. You can donate as little as $2 a month to become one of our bimbo patrons. Or if you just like and want to support the episodes that we do each week, you can donate as well. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. If you give us a 5-star review, we will read it on our mailbag show and call our hotline. Insert jingle here.
626-604-6262.
If Jorge Garcia from Lost did it, you can do it too. It's really been popping off and we've been getting tons of messages, so please keep them coming and we will play them on our mailbag episode. Now, back to our show.
Okay, so Jasmuheen, she maintains that some of her beliefs are based on the writings and more recent channeled material of the Count of Saint Germain.
Huh.
She states that her DNA has expanded from 2 to 12 strands to take up more hydrogen, and the extra strands of DNA have not been scientifically verified.
Of course not.
And then when offered $30,000 to prove her claim with a blood test, Jasmuheen said, "You cannot view spiritual energy under a microscope."
Okay.
She claimed that such a challenge would be a deliberate attack on her beliefs.
Well, true or not true? I don't know, because they're starting to merge the spiritual and the scientific. Like when we did our life after death episode, like they're starting to, like in MRIs and like EKGs and stuff like that, like, or maybe it's EEGs, whatever the one is that they attach to your head. track like near-death experiences and things like that. So it's like you can kind of start to merge the spiritual and the scientific. Like we're starting to get that kind of technology. So
Yeah, so she said it would be an attack on her beliefs and that she refuses to act as an example of her alleged paranormal attributes. Okay. And then in 2005, James Randi offered her the James Randi Educational Foundation $1 million prize to demonstrate her claims.
that's also from The Matrix.
Yeah, she still was. Oh, okay. The James Randi Educational Foundation. Okay. So she also was like, no, I don't need to do that.
She turned down $1 million. What does she want? What does she want? What's her game plan?
Money.
But she just
Follow
turned
the
down
money.
$1 million.
No, but that's to prove her. That's the
to
James
prove.
Randi thing is if you can prove if he will give you $1 million.
Yeah.
It's like he's this guy who literally goes around to all these con artists and goes,
Yeah.
I will literally give you $1 million if I can prove if we can prove that what you're doing is legit, and people turn him down. Because if he comes out basically
He ruins
and
their
goes like,
business.
he ruins a business.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So then 6 people have died that have been linked to Breatharianism and Jasmuheen's publications.
Oh, God.
So Timo Deegan is a 31-year-old kindergarten teacher from Munich, died in March 1997. On day 12 of his diet, he reported having visual problems, and then a week later, he slipped into a coma. And then a hospital spokesman said Deegan had suffered an almost total circulatory system collapse. And after 4 weeks on IV drips, he recovered, but he fell over and died from a head injury.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then in 1999, a 53-year-old Melbourne resident, Lonnie Morris, died in 1999. She was attempting the Breatharian 21-day diet after reading Jasmuheen's book. She flew to Brisbane to stay with another Breatharian couple, Jim and Eugenia. They were there to like help her coach her through the process. She got orange juice for 7 days and then nothing for the next 2 weeks. And then after 6 days, she was extremely weak and her right arm and leg became paralyzed. But the people she was staying with, Jim and Eugenia, didn't call a doctor because they were worried they would tell Lonnie to eat. And then she started vomiting black liquid.
Oh, my God. Exorcism.
Yeah. But then the couple she was staying with assumed it was like her body getting rid of toxins. And she eventually died of kidney failure, a stroke, dehydration, that she was keeping a journal through this whole thing. The last entry in her journal was just a drawing of a spiral.
Oh my God.
By the way, I looked up Jasmuheen on Amazon and she has like 400 books.
Uh-huh.
There's so
Tons.
many books. And they all have like great reviews. I'm sure she probably pays people to review them. But like The Law of Love, The Food of the Gods, Pranic Nourishment, Unity Reset. One of them is called The Freedom Matrix, Being Source-Fed. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
She also has a CD, Jasmuheen, Life and Love, The Field of Zen, music by Jasmuheen.
Yeah, she's on Spotify.
Will you play a song? Will you please play a song?
I would love to. I was listening to her last night.
While you and Martin were making love.
Yes.
Jasmuheen.
Hold the goddess in your heart. Keep wisdom's door open
I hate.
as new cycles flow through now,
This is like, it's...
of which we have spoken.
Of which we have spoken.
Alley time.
New ways of being,
Like, I hate this.
a dawn that brings laughter,
Oh my God.
Like, it's just off-key and
a
weird.
joy that's relaxed, is what some now are after.
It's just that for like 20 minutes.
She's nasty.
Her poor husband listening to her in the other room as she like records it.
Oh my God.
Just going like, oh, Jasmuheen, stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Just stop.
Jasmuheen's on one again.
Oh, so the two people she was staying with, Jim and Eugenia, they were jailed for 6 years on charges of manslaughter for their involvement in the death for not like helping her.
Oh my God.
And then Jasmuheen was asked about this woman's death, and she said that Lonnie's practice of inedia perhaps was not coming from a place of integrity and did not have the right motivation.
No shit, Sherlock.
So then in 2011, Verity Lynn's emaciated body was found by a fisherman on a mountain in Scotland. With her was a copy of Jasmuheen's book, Living on Light, and a diary that said she was taking part in the 21-day fast. And then Jasmuheen commented on this again. She said, her followers were their own masters. She was just sharing information and wasn't responsible for what people did with that information. She's like, I'm just here to give info. Whatever you do with it, not my responsibility.
Jesus Christ, this woman.
In 2012, a Swiss woman died of starvation after having attempted to survive purely on light, as taught in one of Jasmuheen's books. In 2017, a Dutch woman living in a house of 4 other people who practiced Breatharianism died under mysterious circumstances. And the 3 remaining members of the household are suspected of withholding the malnourished woman adequate medical care. Like, she was also dying, and they were like, didn't call a doctor. Just let her starve to death.
Jesus Christ, so fucked
And
up.
then in 2017, a 22-year-old German citizen, Finn Bogumil, died on the Caribbean island of Dominica, reportedly of fasting. And according to witnesses, he was not eating or drinking for several days ahead of his death, and he had told friends and family members his plans to only live off of sunlight. Yeah.
I'm upset with these people.
In 2017,
Oh my God.
there was this Breatharian couple lived in California, like got popular because they said they've barely eaten for 9 years, and they think they only need the universe's energy to live. And they had 2 kids, I think, and she claimed that she didn't eat through either pregnancy, which is total bullshit.
Yeah.
It's also so dangerous. Like, you have these YouTubers
Yeah.
too who are like, oh my God, like I only like eat fruit during my pregnancy. Like, I'm a fruitarian. Like, it's not healthy for the baby. I don't care what you do. It's not
No.
healthy for your pregnancy. Like, the baby didn't choose to be a breatharian.
Breatharian.
Whatever it is.
And then, you know who used to be into breatharianism?
That's why I said, oh my God, a second ago. I saw this name.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it Keith Raniere?
No.
No, you're going to be
this
even
is
more
an
surprised. It's a
actress. A celebrity actress. She was in... was she in Dangerous Minds?
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Shut up.
Wait, you just got it on the first.
Well, I said Dangerous Minds.
Oh, that's
She said
true, yeah.
Dangerous Mind.
Yeah.
She's an actress in Hollywood. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, the only actress in Hollywood.
the only one.
Sandra Bullock.
And
She's
she's skinny as hell. She's
She
skinny as
is.
hell.
Yeah, that makes sense. She apparently got caught up with a very controlling couple who believed in breatharianism and put her on a diet. This is like before she got famous. She said they're very controlling. She said, I wasn't living with them, but I was there a lot, and they were always telling me I needed to come more. I had to pay for all the time I was there, so it was financially very draining.
Oh my God.
They believe that people in their highest state were breatharian. And then she said she was saved by her ex-husband, Peter Horton, who was working on a film about the Moonies. And they're the followers of the Unification Church, founded by Sun Myung Moon, which is like another problematic cult. And then through research on this cult, she realized, oh shit, I'm in a cult.
Yeah.
And then
Whoa.
she got out.
Good for her for getting out.
She got out. But Jasmuheen's website is still up.
Oh my God.
Jasmuheen.com.
I can only imagine what this looks like.
It's shitty. It's just like a WordPress.
Are there stars in the background? Yeah, I
No.
knew it. Yes, there are.
Oh,
If
there
you
are
go
on the-
yes,
Oh
on the
my
front
God.
page there are. I knew there was going to be some
Oh
sort
my
of solar flare and stars. I knew it.
Solar
and I was right.
flare.
There was going to be a solar flare
That's
somewhere,
hilarious.
and there it is.
Yeah, she sells these things called dark room retreats.
Oh,
And
no.
The prices aren't on the website, but I looked it up and it's like between like $1,500 and $3,000 for these. And like some of them, there's one in Thailand. There's like videos of all of this.
There's a GQ article called like The People Who Think Air is Food by Brina Kerr. And it's about, I guess, she goes on a retreat, a breatharian retreat, and talks about like all of what it was like. And apparently it's crazy.
Dark room retreat. It says this is a very intensive retreat with 9 days, 9 nights of in-depth training with a small group of like-minded individuals and Jasmuheen with a focus on alternate internal feeding systems, which means flight. And during this retreat, we will typo.
Oh, embarrassing.
Many issues such as immortality, eternal youth, ascension, and enlightenment, telepathy, enjoying the higher dimensions of creation, plus whatever else the group divinity downloads through the daily discussions and meditations. There will be periods of intense silence and solitude. Please note, there will be no food served during the retreat. Participants will be given water or juices depending on their preference. This is you make so much money because you don't have to provide food for this retreat. Like, there's no cost. It's pretty genius.
And she has online courses.
Yeah.
$333 Australian. How much is that? $258 American. So
For like
she's
an online course?
Yeah. I'm going to view this course. Let's see what it entails.
It's just like, don't eat.
Seriously.
Don't eat for like
included 55 videos, 48 files, 5 text files for like $300.
That I'm sure you could like find on YouTube.
For sure.
She's a problem. She's
problematic.
Yeah.
She's no good.
We should cancel Jasmuheen.
Yes. Let's cancel her.
Cancel Jasmuheen. If I would love to know if any of our listeners are like breatharians or have had a friend who like got into this and or just like know anything about this or have escaped a breatharian cult or anything like this. This is so bizarro. I cannot I don't know why people think they can live without food and water.
People have to be eating, right?
Yes.
Like, people who like follow her teachings and readings.
Yeah, they're all sneaking
They
food.
have to be eating. Are they just like telling themselves that they're surviving on energy while still eating? Like, I don't understand.
I think you can only go 6 days without water, right?
No, you'll die. You have to drink water.
Yeah.
After a few days or you'll die. Or you'll be like, your kidneys will fail. Like, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, like medically, this is literally impossible. So I don't know.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, Melissa, if people want to reach us, where can they do so?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Or Twitter, Instagram. Let us know if you've gotten into some freaky shit like this. Totally weird. Or know something similar, because we'd love to. I know that there's another weird thing like this where people will only eat things that like foraging, like that have fallen to the ground, or only eat things that are living, like fruits or fruitarian or stuff, like weird shit. So let us know. Very bizarre. Anyways, I am Allie, chocolate biscuit seagull.
I am Melissa, chicken pot pie.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm Maria, fully stocked fridge Blasucci.
Bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.